Oh god, there's two pyramid heads. Maria, wait! How is she alive again? And Maria has been killed for the third time.
I was weak. That's why I needed you. Needed someone to punish me for my sins. But that's all over now. I know the truth. Now it's time to end this.
Alright, and yes, this really is a boss battle with two pyramid heads who just killed Maria for the third time. And as James was saying there, was kind of alluding to what I had been talking about. He needed these pyramid heads to punish himself. Wonder what that could be about. You obviously want to switch to the rifle for this battle. And I'll tell you some facts about it as I do it here. So yeah, don't get stabbed like that, like I did right away. What you want to do is you want to run to the corners of the room. Do not underestimate their reach. They can reach extremely far with that spear. And the good thing is they share a health bar, or health points. So if you're shooting one, you're hitting them both. A little strange, but true. And just like the other battles, you can tell you're hitting them by the metal plinking on the head. Ah, come on, James. And don't let them corner you and trap you like that. That can be very bad. Essentially, use my video to know what not to do. Okay. Don't let James reload in that out of the inventory either. Some people say you should use the great knife for this battle. I completely disagree. As it should be pretty obvious why that's a terrible idea. I mean, it's slow as molasses, and it does a good amount of damage and can cause them to like spin around, but I don't know if it's really worth it. So just kind of kite them around the corners, take shots when you can, and reload in the inventory so that you don't waste your time when they're actually battling you. Maximum you should take, by the way, is 2 shots, as you're seeing. And that's running to the opposite corner of the room. I probably could have gotten that third off there, but not worth the risk of getting stabbed. So. See why we needed all that rifle ammo? Oh, jeez. They both stab us, or just one? I don't know. Oh, crap. I forgot. Oh, and I died. Damn it. I must not have been watching my health. Alright, let's go ahead and try that again. So... had I died before in this? I don't remember. I know I died in the original quite a few times, but I don't know if I had died in the second one yet or not. It'll probably tell us at the end. So I'm just going to skip the cutscene, since we've already seen it. So yes, the pyramid heads are, you know... Well, I'll let you try and keep putting things together yourself. But I'll give you some clues, I guess, as things that James was saying. You said that they were to punish him for his sins. There was one of them. Now there are two of them. And he doesn't need them anymore because he's realized their purpose. So, just some other food for thought, whatever you want to call it. Nice, I got off 3. Oh, yep, see, resulting in me getting stabbed though, so not worth it. And then you just book it. Don't aim at the door. Which obviously those doors are not going to let you out. You could try them if you really wanted to waste your time, but I don't recommend it. It takes him so long to put the rifle back down from aiming. It's so annoying. Forgot to reload, so I'm just gonna not take any shots that time. I need to reload. Well then. So yes, both pyramid heads just killed themselves and skewered their heads under the helmet with their own spear. And if you still need some help figuring out some stuff, there will be a hint here in a second. If I can... Pyramid head won't move anymore. It looks like he's holding something. Rust-colored egg. And a scarlet egg. So there's one that's rusty, kind of red, kind of like dried blood. There's a scarlet one, kind of like fresh blood. Interesting. So there's a little egg slot in the door. It's one of the stranger locking mechanisms in the game, for sure. I don't think it matters which egg you use where. Guess we can put that to the test. So we'll put an egg in that hole, and go and put an egg in this hole. And I do think you have to answer both. Don't think it matters what doors you go through either, by the way. So now we're back in the hotel. Awesome. So, wonder what that X was on the map. Huh. Oh. Let's go ahead and leave the hotel.
Mary?
What do you want, James?
I brought you some flowers.
Flowers? I don't want any damn flowers. Just go home already.
Mary, what are you saying?
Look, I'm disgusting. I don't deserve flowers. To between the disease and the drugs. You look like a monster. Well, what are you looking at? Get the hell out of here! Leave me alone already! No use to anyone. I'll be dead soon anyway. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. It'd be easier if they'd just kill me. But I guess the hospital is making a nice profit off me. They want to keep me alive. Are you still here? I told you to go. Are you deaf? Don't come back. James, wait. Please don't go. Stay with me. Don't leave me alone. I didn't mean what I said. Please, James. Tell me I'll be okay. Tell me I'm not going to die. Help me.
So, leaving the hotel isn't really leaving the hotel. This just took us into another hall where there's a conversation between a dying Mary and James. And as you notice, like, just kind of walked slowly through that hall. It actually, how much you listen to of that conversation has an impact on the ending as well. So I think it's just whether you finish it or not. I don't think it's, I don't think it matters if you're not going to finish it. Then I don't think it matters how much you listened to. But yeah, it affects the ending. I don't know how they expect you to know that, but I guess because Mary's, telling you to leave but not leave, so it's kind of like what you decide to do. Where are we? Lakeside or something. It's raining. A lot of stairs here. Damn. This place is tall wherever we're going. No way the hotel was this tall. Mary.
Mary?
She looks a lot like James.
Wrong again. Mary's dead. You killed her.
Maria? Maria, I'm done with you.
What do you mean? But I can be yours. I'll be here for you forever. And I'll never yell at you or make you feel bad. That's what you wanted.
Now I understand. The problem is, you're not Mary.
No, James. I won't let you. I'll never let you have your Mary back.
Oh, damn. And welcome to the final boss battle of Silent Hill 2. So this is some kind of Maria demon, because it looks like Mary, but apparently it's Maria. A lot like a Flesh Lips, and it just moves a lot. She moves a lot faster and attacks for more damage. So there's a couple attacks she has. I'm going to switch over to the rifle, of course. She has that tentacle thing she shot out at us that will like strangle us, which is kind of ironic considering we smothered Mary. And then another one where his moths come out and make it difficult to move. They do a little bit of damage too, but they're not too much to worry about. It's mostly just the to immobilize you, kind of, so it can move at you really fast. But yeah, so don't let the tentacle grab you though. And it's a really fast attack, so you have to watch out. Ah, yeah, see? That's what the mods are for. It gets all close and we'll try and use the tentacle. And that's the bed we smothered her on, by the way. They also can't shoot when the mods are attacking them. See, they've done like no damage, so. Just kind of run and avoid them. Oh, I don't think that first shot hit her. Oh! Almost got us with the tentacle. Dang it. Stupid mods. Just like the other boss battles where James is fighting something in the air, you want to make sure he's like aiming up at it, otherwise he's not going to be hitting it, so. I think you can use the Great Knight for this somehow, but yeah. I do not recommend that. That would be pretty talented, and I'm not that good for sure. Leave me alone! Drink a health drink just in case. I don't think that did anything for me, really. Remember to use, I think it's L2 by default. Oops. To keep the camera aiming where you're running kind of helps. Reload up here. I'm sure I was hitting. Not ever as confident when I'm not looking right at it. See the blood coming out of it. Oh, yep, there's the strangulation attack. Which, that didn't seem to do too much. You just want to kind of button mash to get out of it. Otherwise, I think it'll kill you if you don't do anything. I'm sure button mashing helps with the mods. Damn it, James! Why didn't you reload in the inventory? Run away, run away! Watch out for the opening for the stairs, too. That thing... You can't run over it. You know what? I'm gonna great knife your ass. Cut off her legs.
Mary?
James.
Forgive me.
I told you that I wanted to die, James. I wanted the pain to end.
That's why I did it, honey. I just couldn't watch you suffer.
Oh, so it was because of that.
No. That's not the whole truth.
Oh.
You also said that you didn't want to die. The truth is, part of me hated you for taking away my life.
You killed me, and you're suffering for it. It's enough, James.
Should give us a letter? In my restless
Mary?
dreams. No, damn it!
James.
Mary has died. Again, I guess. She does not look very good. Wonder what condition she had. Looks pretty brutal though, whatever it is. Where are we taking her?
Now I understand the real reason I came to this town. I wonder, what was I afraid of? Without you, Mary, I've got nothing. Now we can be together.
In my restless dreams, I see that town. Silent Hill. You promised you'd take me there again someday, but you never did. Well, I'm alone there now, in our special place, waiting for you. Waiting for you to come to see me. But you never do. And so I wait, wrapped in my cocoon of pain and loneliness. I know I've done a terrible thing to you. Something you'll never forgive me for. I wish I could change that. But I can't. I feel so pathetic and ugly laying here, waiting for you. Every day I stare up at the cracks in the ceiling, and all I can think about is how unfair it all is. The doctor came today. He told me I could go home for a short stay. It's not that I'm getting better. It's just that this may be my last chance. I think you know what I mean. Even so, I'm glad to be coming home. I've missed you terribly. But I'm afraid, James. I'm afraid you don't really want me to come home. Whenever you come see me, I can tell how hard it is on you. I don't know if you hate me or pity me, or maybe I just disgust you. I'm sorry about that. When I first learned that I was going to die, I just didn't want to accept it. I was so angry all the time, and I struck out at everyone I loved most. Especially you, James. That's why I understand if you do hate me. But I want you to know this, James. I'll always love you. Even though our life together had to end like this, I still wouldn't trade it for the world. We had some wonderful years together. Well, this letter has gone on too long.
No doubt.
So, I'll say goodbye. I told the nurse to give this to you after I'm gone. That means that as you read this, I'm already dead. I can't tell you to remember me, but I can't bear for you to forget me. These last few years since I became ill, I am so sorry for what I did to you, did to us. You've given me so much, and I haven't been able to return a single thing. That's why I want you to live for yourself now. Do what's best for you, James. James, you made me happy.
All right, and that is it for Silent Hill 2. I hope you enjoyed it. I can do a little bit more explanation now. The music, by the way, in the ending here is different depending on what ending you get. The ending we just got is called Water or In Water ending. Yeah, it's supposedly the worst ending you can get, but it was actually the one I was shooting for, so I'm pretty glad I got it. It's the darkest ending out of all the 4 or 5 endings, depending on which version you have. But I think it fits best with the story. So, essentially, Silent Hill, I mean, while it was a real place that they spent time together or whatever, all the demonic creations and everything there were just a part of James' mind that he had put there to punish himself. So, the Pyramid Heads were, of course, punishing him for his sins, which the sins of murder. So that's why there was one at the beginning, because we had killed our wife, Mary, and then there was a second one at the end because we had killed Eddie. And that's why one of them had rust-colored blood that had been kind of dried, and one had a newer crimson egg that represents new blood. So since everyone has their own version of Silent Hill that they see, that's what I was going with or where I was going with Angela's version, with the fire, Eddie's version with the freezer, and our version, of course. Laura's version, she really doesn't have anything because she's still a child. She's still innocent. So her version of Silent Hill most likely looks perfectly normal. I mean, it's never been really confirmed, but it would make a lot of sense. I mean, think about it. When we were like, what's a kid doing here? How have you not gotten hurt? And she was like, what are you talking about? Like, she had no idea. And obviously a kid would be totally freaked out in the world we had created in our head that we just played through. But she didn't see any of him. And that was also how she was able to get up to the Lakeside Hotel, because her version didn't have the busted out road. She just probably walked up the normal road. Yeah, who knows? There could have even been inhabitants in the town, so... now, the story about Maria. Maria was also created by our head, or in our mind, I guess, and was supposed to represent the perfect woman, so to say. Basically, you know, she was everything that James had wanted. You know, she was... you know, loving and compassionate, always be there for him. A bit more sexual than Mary was, so probably satisfying some sexual frustrations there, which we kind of saw pent up through the rest of the game, anyways. But yeah, so you can see there we got the in-water ending. Ending clear, that's 1 out of 4. There's actually a 5. No. Yeah, there's a couple of hidden endings. There's, of course, the UFO ending that all Silent Hill games have, except for 4. And there's another one that's called the dog ending, which you'll have to watch. It's pretty funny. Both the UFO and the dog endings are pretty funny. I'm not going to go through and get them, though. Saves, I didn't really care about. Total time. Took a good while. Longer than the first game, I believe. Got a good amount of items. Can't believe we only defeated 6 enemies by shooting. That's got to be wrong. It felt like we killed nurses and... I don't know. That's strange to me. But 89 enemies by fighting. The gold there means that it's, like, good. Took 1 minute and 51 seconds on the boat stage, which is actually pretty long. Didn't get the boat going very fast, I guess. I don't know. And how much damage we took. Rank, it's out of 5, or it's out of 10 big stars. So I got 4 large stars and 7 little ones, but whatever. You know, I'm not going really for the statistics or whatever of it. Just more for the story. So yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for Silent Hill 2. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I haven't really covered in terms of the story or anything. I guess I could talk a little bit about the other endings. Actually, no, I don't want to like spoil it or anything for if you're going to play through the game yourself. If you really want to watch the other endings, look them up on YouTube. They're there. You shouldn't even need to know the names of them. You should just be able to find them pretty easily. But you know the water ending here. I'll tell you the things that I did that ensured that I got this. Not being as careful about your health, which I kind of forgot most of the way through the game, actually, but kind of started to remember towards the end. That's why, you know, in the Pyramid Head battle I died, because I was deliberately trying to keep my health in the red. That will help you get the water ending. The reading that blood on the wall saying that we would go to a different place than Mary. It's another thing that'll send us to the water ending. Examining Angela Orozco's knife, I guess signifies that we're contemplating suicide. Which, by the way, is what we did. In case you didn't get that, we put Mary in the car with us and drove it into Toluca Lake and killed ourselves. So, dark, but I think it fits the best with the story. You can see the other endings and judge for yourself. Yeah, examining her knife often. If you go back You might see me do that kind of sneakily. I didn't try and say anything really when I was doing it, so just kind of do that and see how many times I do it. Listening to the headphones after you're in the Otherworld version of the hotel, and listening to the entire conversation about of Mary and James talking when they're in that hallway right before we go up the excuse me, getting late here, right before we go up the stairs at the end. But anyways, yeah, if you have any questions or anything, leave a comment and I'll try and answer them best I can. Another great resource, of course, the resource I'm using through a lot of these games for learning a lot about the game series myself, in addition to just having played through them before, is the Silent Hill Wiki. So big shout out to them and that community. And yes, I hope you enjoyed my second Let's Play, and I will see you in the next one of Silent Hill 3. See you next time.